What's up, body bags? Andrew here, back at you in another video. And yeah, this is the last random week before we get to Scream Factory week next week. Yeah, I got some really cool reviews coming for you next week. But for this random review, I wanted to do a movie I watched about a week ago, and I just wanted to talk about it because this is an interesting movie, and that is called Spliced. Yeah, so basically the premise of this one, this is, first off, background. This is from like 2002, I believe. Yeah, 2002. And basically this is probably one of the last like explicitly like Scream era type movies. And it's one of those that interestingly enough, it's not a slasher movie. Most of those movies were actually, slasher-esque movies. And this one takes place in a small town, but it tells the story of a girl who is, everybody's like obsessed with this, everybody's obsessed with this movie, and they're all going to see it. And it's one of those. It's called The Wisher, and it's like everybody's obsessed with it, but this girl is being stalked by this villain from the movie, The Wisher, and it almost is kind of like one of those Wishmaster type movies where she wishes for something to happen. It actually happens in real life. So it's really interesting like that, and it's, it obviously takes on one of those, it's like supernatural, or so you think. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, and basically you get kind of it's like a mystery, and people are dying and things like that. So yeah, my thoughts on this one, I really enjoy these kinds of premises. I don't really seek out movies that are like this, but when I watch them, they're pretty entertaining. So it's one of those interesting movies. I thought this was pretty, like, the acting is it's so-so. It's not the greatest, but it's not terrible. And you have the cinematography. Everything is pretty solid. It's not like amazing. It's not knock your socks off, but it's okay. I can definitely tell this is one of the lower budget movies. It does. The reason why I picked this movie up is because it made fun of. I heard from JP that it makes fun of Halloween Resurrection, and it does. It's like a subtle like knock at Resurrection. It's really funny. Basically, there's 3 showings of the Wisher, and there's only one of Resurrection. So it's knocking on the fact that Resurrection did terrible and was terrible. So I like that. As for a score, I'm going to give us a 7.5 out of 10. I wasn't blown away, but I thought it was a really solid watch. It was pretty entertaining. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for this week. Tune in next week for our Scream Factory reviews. All right, peace, guys.